Cancers, welcome to this channel. This is your full moon reading. This full moon is happening on the 12th. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Cancer is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, okay? So this full moon is happening in Libra. Libra rules relationships, and the thing is the ruling planet of Libra, Venus, is also going direct on the same day. So relationship is taking front stage for all of us. This is collective energy. And your sign, Mars is in your sign. Mars is the warrior planet. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. It's in your sign. And your sign is all about home, family, relationships, feelings, things like that. So let's see what's coming through for you. It will be, an interesting few weeks. But a great opportunity for healing to happen in relationships, and it has to do with all kinds of relationships. It's also about our relationship with ourselves. So let's see what's coming through for you. I'm going to be using two different decks and also an oracle deck, and today I'm using this one, Whispers of the Ocean oracle deck. Okay, so Cancer, your cards are King of Wands. This is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Moon, there you go. I knew this card will show up because this is a full moon reading, and your sign is ruled by the moon, okay, and you will feel it the most. I told you your sign is all about emotions, feelings, and that's exactly what this energy is. So we will see what this is about. And Page of Wands. Page of Wands is another code card which has to do with someone you are dealing with. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Again, fire sign. Justice is also here. Justice is Libra energy. Justice is ruled by Libra. So let's see what's coming through on this deck. So that's Six of Swords, and the card here says burden. The death card, transformation is what the card says. Transformation, yes, healing, transformation in relationships, and morality. So that's Queen of Swords, which is again an air sign. Could be Libra or Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, so now let's see. And Three of Cups, celebration. All right. So okay, so Cancer, let's pay attention, attention to what's going on. So when it comes to your thoughts, your feelings, and what's happening around, it's like you are picking up energy, because this is about heightened sensitivity, okay? And it could be that you may feel kind of sensitive and emotional about things. It could be what's happening in your environment. It could be, something you are going through personally. So, however, what I want to remind you is things are not as they seem. Under the moon, sometimes, like in the dark, sometimes even a rock looks like a snake, right? So we don't want to go by what we are seeing, because even, what we are seeing may not be the complete truth, right? So there is always a hidden truth. So that is something that we need to be aware of. If things are not clear, then it's important to, take a step back before, avoid making any assumptions is what I want to say, okay? And also, like, you might come across some harsh judgments, criticism. So maybe, don't take it personally is what I want to say. Again, it may not be, sometimes things are not as how it appears. Even with people, they may say something, they may do something, but how we are perceiving, understanding things may not be the complete truth. So before you avoid, don't take anything personally, and maybe you will find the it's all about seeing the bigger picture and not getting distracted. So Cancer, do not get distracted. This has to do with um, something happening in the environment, and but just stay focused on what's important for you, your priorities. Just don't worry about what you are seeing and hearing, just block them out, and instead just stay focused on what's more important for you. And also it's a great time to take up a spiritual practice, maybe making some time for yourself, for like meditation or writing in your journal or listening to some music, and you're focusing on your creative projects. That will help you, that will be really beneficial. Okay, so stay focused on you and avoid distractions is what I want to say with this card. But with this, yes, some like emotional stuff is coming to the surface. So full moon is also a time when things will be revealed to us. Maybe you are coming across some new information. What I'm seeing here is something to do, yeah, justice is here. It could be, this is conflict resolution. Okay, so if there have been something with the court case, if court cases, or it could be legal matters, that is getting resolved, or it could also be interpersonal conflicts. If there have been some arguments or things like that, that is getting resolved now. And with here, things are transforming. So whatever is happening now, the card is reminding you it's not the end of the world. There is change is the only constant. So sometimes we just tend to hold on to things and give it more importance than it deserves, right? And we spend all our mental, emotional energy there, but maybe it's not that important. Like the card reminds us, this is about change, transformation. Things are always changing, energy is always shifting. So whatever is happening now is not the end of the world. So know that transformation is happening. This situation is also changing. Okay, so yeah, I just don't want to exaggerate thing. You know what this is all about. So on either side, you have King of Wands and Page of Wands. With this, something new is on the horizon. This is you feeling more inspired and motivated. And with King of Wands, this is the energy of a creator. So, and with the moon, you are taking some bold actions. You are taking some calculated risk here, and you are moving forward with whatever this is. You may not know like what to expect, but with this, it feels like you are excited, you are enthusiastic, and you are looking forward to whatever this new opportunity is. So that is what's needed here. Okay, Cancer, you don't, so you may not, if it feels like you don't have the necessary skills or something, this is something you can handle easily, is what I'm seeing with the King of Wands energy. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to doubt yourself. Instead, now is the time. If an opportunity is showing up, you may not know like what this is, how this is going to pan out, but this is you taking some calculated risk and being bold in your actions and taking some, what I want to say is, yes, you are making some important decisions here with justice. And it could be, decisions that's going to impact you, like, your future. So it's important, like with the Page of Wands, I do see you are enthusiastic and excited about whatever this is. But at the same time, it's also important to take care of the basics. Okay, and also it's important to have that conversations. Knowing what the expectations are is important, and also how much, if you are, so yeah, yeah, you have the Queen of Swords card as well. This has to do with negotiations, bargaining. So that conversation needs to happen. Okay. So before you jump into whatever this is, it's important you sit down and have a conversation. And then it also feels like you are making decisions keeping in mind everybody's interest. You know, whatever works for, you are thinking about the group is what I'm seeing. So you are thinking about how it's going to affect everybody. So it could be personal, it could be work related. Okay. So making some important decisions, but you are staying in your power. Queen of Swords, Justice. With both these cards, yes, the card here says morality. It's also like you are thinking a lot about the rights and the wrongs. Um, so your values, you know, your principles, you are sticking to it. That's also what I'm saying. Or for some of you, you know, it's also about you taking care of some legal matters. Maybe you are hiring an attorney, things like that. Or you're going over the documents, your conversations. Yes. And then here there is also celebration. So something you have been waiting for is now happening. So again, it could be some resolutions to what things that you have been working towards. It could be buying, selling, something to do with land and property. uh, Justice is restored, is what I'm saying, and it's time for celebrations. And also just taking things easily, Cancer. So if it feels like too heavy, maybe do something to change up that energy. Maybe think about meeting a friend, you know, or if they are not there, maybe pick up the phone and call them. So that will change up your energy. So it's about remaining. So with this, it feels like you are being playful, even though you are coming across something emotionally heavy stuff. You are also at the same time, you are remaining playful, and you also are focusing on other things in your other areas of your life, like your creativity and things like that, and you are staying focused on your priorities and things like that. So that's nice. That will help you, you know, balance. And that's what justice is about. Justice is about balance. So you are focusing on all areas of your life, and you are also making important decisions that's going to maybe that's helping you move in a new direction. New opportunities are showing up. And here you have Six of Swords and the Death card, and then Queen of Swords. With the Death card, it could also be like something is ending now. Um, it could be anything. When I said ending, meaning it's transforming. Okay, endings are also about new beginnings, and that's what I'm seeing here. Something new is on the horizon for you. So yeah, it could be you know, something internal. Maybe you some, you know, your beliefs. See, you have morality card, Queen of Swords. It could be, you know, how you how you perceive reality, your understanding of what you are coming across, how you see yourself, your potential, what's possible for you. Maybe what's ending now is you letting go of habits and beliefs that you have outgrown, you know. So maybe you are approaching the situations in your life from a totally in a totally different way. A different approach, a different attitude is what I'm seeing, and because of that you are creating some transformation. It could be personal transformation. Okay, your beliefs going through a change, and you looking for new opportunities, you taking some bold steps, being bold, and taking some calculated risk, things like that. So, or it could be something in your environment. Okay, something to do with relationships. Yes, justice again is ruled by Libra. Libra has to do with relationships. And then you have Emperor as well. Emperor is Aries energy. We are in Aries season. Libra is Aries is the opposite sign, and the ruling planet of Aries, which is Mars, is in your sign right now. So there is a lot of correlation, like, you know, how things are playing out. And then you also have this full moon card, which is all about the full moon happening in Libra. So synchronicities, pay attention to your intuition, Cancer, because this has to do with heightened intuition, psychic awareness. So pay attention to what's going on. Your own stay connected to yourself, your own intuition, signs, synchronicities, people you are coming across, opportunities you are coming across, because everything means something. There are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So dreams, pay attention to your dreams as well, because you may get like important messages in your dreams. This is being close to your own spirit guides. So deep spiritual significance, and that's what your sign is all about, spirituality and also relationships. So yeah, this also has to do with dreams. So yeah, something amazing is happening from a spiritual perspective. Okay, so it's a great time if you want to take up a spiritual practice. It's a great time, like meditation. Maybe that is what some of you guys are doing. Like, you are some practices that is helping you balance your energies and stay more centered, connected to the source. The source within your higher self. That's amazing. And here you have Six of Swords. The card here says burden. Okay, so it may have something to do with people's demands. Okay, their expectations. So just be aware, Cancer, what's going on. You don't come under any pressure and do something that may not be good for you. So you also you want to make the right decisions that's best for everybody, but at the same time you also want to check with yourself what's good for you. Okay, so finding that balance is important. And here you have Justice and the Emperor. So this is Aries, this is Libra. Aries has to do with self and Libra is about the other, So I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities here for you. So that balance is what needs to happen. Okay. So yes, it's important to think about the other person, but at the same time, you don't want to ignore yourself, neglect yourself, So finding that balance, that middle ground where everybody can meet is important. So it's about letting go of personal agendas, but at the same time, it's all right. I'm so sorry, something happened. My camera froze. So I'm not sure what I was talking about. Okay, burden. So Six of Swords is what this card is about. So yes, it has to do with, people's demands, their expectations, or it could also be your own expectations. Okay, how your goals, your dreams, things that you are working on, are you taking on too much? Do you have time for yourself to rest, relax, and take care of other things that you enjoy doing? Looks like you do. Celebration. This is about meeting up with friends and things like that. But no, like if things are feeling, if things are heavy, and it could be, again, the full moon energy, emotions, or it could also be other things. Just know what is happening within, so you can, find, so you know how to handle this. Okay, instead of letting it overwhelm you, and so you don't want to make yourself sick, right? So just know how you want to navigate that situation. Okay, so just be aware of what your thoughts, sometimes we dwell in thoughts that may not be helpful for us, and it's all about being conscious, being aware of our thoughts, right? And when we realize, oh, you know what, this is what I'm thinking about, then when you become aware, just distract yourself, focus on something else, or say some affirmation or something like that, or listen to music and things like that. So we can, it's absolutely possible to just, change our thoughts, that is in our hands. If our thoughts are, we don't want to spend our energy thinking about things that are not helpful. Instead, we want to focus on good things that we want to create in our life, right? What we want to experience, so things like that. So this is something you all also know, Cancer, but just a friendly reminder always helps. So yeah, know how to release the burden. Maybe, it's about, an honest exchange, being honest and transparent about it and having a conversation may help maybe, right? So yeah, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. But the main thing is do not get distracted by what's happening and do not take anything personally, because this situation is now changing and transformation is just around the corner. Okay, so you don't want to waste your time and energy thinking about it. Things that we don't have control over, we just it's easy to say don't worry about it, but it's also about understanding if our worrying about something is going to help. Okay, Cancer. Polite declaration. I told you, this is about you politely saying no and setting some boundaries, setting some expectations here. Open, honest, authentic conversation. So the message here is you can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. All this, the King of Wands, Justice, and Queen of Swords, all these cards has to do with staying in your power. You are staying in your power and you are creating some waves here. I have no idea what you are doing, Cancer, but this is a very powerful period. You are putting an end to something here. Death card. And so let me see, and this is crab, and that's is it crab? I think so. That's what your sign is. Okay, you can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. This is you asking for what you want and staying in your power. Okay, let me read this out to you. Number 19. Assert yourself. Assert yourself. Be bold and look after yourself. Be confident when expressing your needs and desires. Otherwise, you will not get your way. You need to have faith in yourself and fundamentally know who you are and what you stand for. When you champion yourself, it's important that you communicate your positive and negative feelings in a respectful manner. It's essential to speak your needs but not leave the other person feeling diminished or fearful. Make sure you are clear about what your needs are or wants are in this exchange. Your needs, wants, and goals are no less valid than those of others. Reflect on how you address communication. Have you been putting your needs second, trying to please someone else? Assert yourself, raise your voice, and enhance the respect in your relationships. Crab can, yes, this is a crab. So that's your sign. That's your sign is represented by crab. Another synchronicity. Crab can move in all directions, backwards, forwards, and sideways. This animal will help you choose the action best for the moment. Sometimes lateral movement is better than no movement. Trust the direction you are guided to take. Try something different. It's important to be balanced and continue to move as you progress to your next phase. Yes, balance is coming through, which is what this energy is about. Okay, so something like this actually came through in your monthly reading as well. You might want to take a look. Yes, be covered. So that message totally goes with what we have been talking about, and that's what's showing on the card as well. So some power struggle is what I am seeing. It could be personal life, it could be work related, but here you are choosing to push through. Okay, by that what I mean is you are being bold, you are speaking up, you have, oh my god, you have very powerful cards here, Justice and Queen of Swords. It could be that Libra is in your side, is in your chart. Okay, or it could just be the energy you are embodying. You are staying in your power, you are having that difficult conversation, you are putting an end to something here, and you are letting people know what the what is acceptable, what is not. You are asking for what you want, and you are not shying away from having difficult conversations. So that is important. And here it's not like you are not paying attention to what the other person needs, but this is like you finding that middle ground where both of you guys can meet. So that is important. You are not neglecting yourself, Cancer. Sometimes that happens with your sign. You pay more attention to what everybody else wants. You are like the parent, taking care of everybody. Sometimes when that happens, you neglect your own needs. But with this energy, this is about you creating some waves. You are also checking with yourself what is it that you need. So you are being your own parent as well, taking care of your own needs. And for that, you might need to have that conversation. Okay, and so yeah, creator. So this is you creating your own reality. Amazing, very powerful energy. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself. Watch your moon and the rising sign as well if Cancer is your sun sign. And sending you all full moon blessings. Take care, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.